Mama's chicken curry. Hi, I'm Anupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. All of us have certain recipes which we have inherited from our mothers and mother-in-laws. So today I'm going to be sharing such a recipe with you which I have inherited from my mother-in-law. I belong to a Bengali family where I have learnt certain recipes which are done in a very peculiar way, and I'm really happy to share that recipe with you. I would call it Mama's chicken curry. How do you do that? We'll quickly see. It's a very simple recipe. I'm sure most of you may be knowing how to make it, but just that I feel like sharing it with you, which is why I'm doing so. Let's quickly run through the ingredients. Oil, onions, cloves, cinnamon, green cardamom, tomatoes, turmeric powder, red chili powder, coriander powder, cumin powder, some meat masala, salt, chicken on the bone, and fresh coriander leaves. So simple ingredients generally found in any household. So let's first start with cutting the onions. The onions that she cuts is in a very typical manner. We generally slice an onion like this. In her case, she slices it like this. So this is how you need to slice the onion, in a half moon shape. So if you are taking about a kilo of chicken, you need to take at least 5 onions. So the amount of onions is a little more, but onions is what adds slight sweetness to this curry. So here you go, the onions are done. Let's start with some oil. So while the oil is getting heated, let's add in some whole spices to this. We can add in some cloves, a cinnamon, and let's add in some green cardamom. While the whole spices are getting sauteed in the oil, let's also cut some tomatoes. So let the onions go into a bowl. At our homes, generally the vegetable and the meat shopping is done by the men. So my father-in-law used to go to the market, he would go and buy the chicken and the vegetables, and on a good Sunday morning that used to be our lunch, and we could eat as much as we could, and then it's just some siesta. Okay, come back to the chicken curry. Let's cut some tomatoes. But what I see here is that the whole spices have got really well sauteed. Let's add in the onions to this. And now this needs to cook till they start browning. So this will take anywhere around 15 to 20 minutes, but it needs to brown. We won't compromise at all on any step here because the end product is so yummy that you'll actually be licking your fingers. Just follow the way I'm doing it. Right now this is going to take a while, so let's do some chopping of tomatoes. The tomatoes we need to chop. Try and use nice bright red tomatoes because they are not very sour. If the tomatoes are sour, then maybe you will have to add in some more onions to cut down on the sourness of the tomato. But as far as possible, try and use nice bright red tomatoes. Okay, so the tomatoes are done. Let's put this in a bowl. And let's come back to the onion. Let's see how the onions are cooking. Okay, they have started browning, but not as much as I wanted to. So let's wait for a while. So like you see here, the onions have started browning. Now is the time to add in some ginger garlic paste. This is like fine ginger garlic paste. Generally at home, my mother-in-law uses the mortar pestle or even the stone. So it is done on a grinding stone. So here we add in some ginger garlic paste, and after that you saute it till all the raw flavor of the garlic and the ginger is gone. And while this is getting sauteed, let's add in some powder masalas. So we'll start by adding in some turmeric powder, then we'll add in some red chili powder, coriander, cumin powder. Now what I'm adding here is the meat masala, which you generally get in any supermarket. So after you've added all the dry spices, you need to saute this, and you need to saute this till the masala starts leaving oil. So this will take anywhere around 2 to 3 minutes. The procedure is quite detailed, but the end product is superb. So let this cook for some time. Once you buy the chicken from the market, clean it nicely, wash it under running water and leave it in the colander for all the excess water to drip off. After that, you have this bowl full of clean chicken, and as far as possible try and get fresh cut chicken. So you have some fresh chicken, you've got fresh vegetables, and this chicken curry is going to turn out just amazing. So now you see the masala has left all the oil. Now is the time to add in the tomatoes. Nice bright red tomatoes, followed by some salt. You add in the tomatoes and the salt, and then you let this cook again. Why? Because tomatoes will first go soft, it will start leaving water, and then it will start getting cooked, and after that it will get mashed. So this process takes anywhere around 15 minutes, but do not hasten it up. Let it take its own time, and what we'll do at this stage is we'll just mix this once again, and we'll cover it. By covering the handi, the tomatoes will cook faster. Then we'll add in the chicken, and then the chicken curry would be done in no time. So let's wait till the tomatoes go soft. So now that the tomato is cooked, let's add in the chicken. And now this you just need to mix well, and this will cook in the masala. We won't be adding in any water right now because this is a very semi-dry dish. You can also add in potatoes, big pieces of potatoes in this. It tastes really nice, but right now we are just going to saute the chicken, and here you go. We'll place the lid, and now we'll let the chicken cook for at least 15 minutes. Within 15 minutes the chicken would be done, and we can serve it right away with some hot parathas. So the chicken is cooked. Let's add in some fresh coriander. So this is done. After adding the coriander, mix this well, and the chicken curry can be served now. Just take a bowl. Now in case you want a little more curry to this, you can add in some water and serve it with nice hot steaming rice. But the basic flavor is something like how I have shown you today. After we've done this, let's put in some coriander as garnish. Our chicken curry, which I call as Mumma's chicken curry, specially for you. I hope you love this recipe. Do try it and let me know how you find it. Apart from this, if you want me to show any other recipe, do let me know. I'll be more than happy to do it. But as of now, make this recipe just the way I have made it, and you'll be really happy.